Hi, and welcome to Patti Knits and Spins. I'm Patti. You can find me on Ravelry as Pattisand. There is a group, Patti Knits and Spins podcast on Ravelry, so please come and join me. Today is February 20th, 2015, and this is episode 56, Added to the Stash. On today's show, I will be talking to you about my whips, the faux I finished before I went to Hawaii, purchases, spinning, the Alaska Fun Fact, and hopefully the errata from the last Alaska Fun Fact. And I think whatever else crosses my mind. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice, your craft of choice, and let's chat. Last Sunday, my husband and I left Hawaii. We flew on the 14th, Valentine's Day, Saturday, from Maui back to Honolulu, since our flight from Honolulu to Seattle left at 8:30 in the morning. I didn't want to have to drive across the island, hop on a plane, the 6 a.m. flight from Maui to Honolulu, so we spent the night in Honolulu. The day we left Maui on that 14th, the 14th, we sat there for a good hour because the flight coming from Honolulu to Maui had some weather issues. The winds were really, really bad. So when we landed in Honolulu, the winds were still really high. And in fact, we tried to eat lunch by the ocean and we got sandblasted, so we took our food and went upstairs to our room and ate. Since it was so windy and cold, we decided not to go out and find someplace nice to eat, so we stayed at the Hawaiian Hilton Village, and they have several different little restaurants, but they also had a deli, so we went into the deli and we shared chicken and sides, and that was our Valentine's Day dinner, and that was really nice, and we sat and watched TV and ate just like any other time at home, but we did stop at a jewelry store on the way after getting our food, and he picked me up a very pretty pendant, which we need to get a chain for, and it's black coral, so another nice piece of Hawaiian jewelry, and I love it. It's really pretty. And this week, I've just been trying to catch up on sleep because not only did we fly back on Sunday, we left Hawaii at 8:30 in the morning, which is an hour behind Alaska, and Alaska, I believe, is 4 hours behind New York. So that tells you about what the time zones are. We flew to Seattle, which is 2 hours ahead of Hawaii, so it's 1 hour ahead of Alaska. We spent 7 hours in the airport. So we went ahead and went into the Alaska Airlines boardroom. We bought boardroom passes, and we spent that whole 7 hours watching Netflix. I watched Netflix, he watched YouTube, and so I watched several episodes of Parenthood. I'm on the last season. That's on Netflix. I'm on the last season, so that was nice. You get drinks. I had iced tea, he had drinks, and they put out salad and soup and fruit and munchies. So we sat there for 7 hours watching shows, had a little tiff. I picked a fight. I pick fights. When he kind of irritates me, I pick a fight. So we had a little quiet fight in the airport. Nothing too major. Nobody hurt us but us, so that was good. And then we got on the plane at 11 o'clock that night. We landed at 5. No, we landed at 3. I think we landed at 3, left at 11:30, got into Fairbanks at 2 o'clock in the morning. I did not fall asleep until almost 4. I had to get up and take him to work. You know, I kind of don't remember taking him to work, but I did. I know I did. I took him to work at 7:30. So I didn't even go back to sleep. I came home and hung out here and did some knitting and stitching. And then Tuesday, I went ahead and signed back up at the athletic club, Alaska Club. And it's got a pool and tennis courts and racquetball and weightlifting. So I'm back to working out. I've gone every day and worked out since Tuesday, so I'm pretty happy about that. And that's about all I've been doing. Just trying to, like I said, catch up on sleep, doing some crafting, look at all the purchases that came in while I was gone. And yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm happy to be home. Just settling back down into the daily routine. So that has been my week, and now that we are 6 minutes into this, I guess it's time to talk about the knitting. The knitting! So, the first thing I want to talk to you about is my sweater. I have to dig it out over here. Okay, I am knitting the Good Ale by Cecily Clark McDonald. And it's coming along very nicely. I didn't put any stitch marker, where I'm at, or was last time you saw it. But I am on the last increase of the body. So I have split off for the sleeves. Sorry about that. And I'm working down on the body. I don't know if I'm getting a row gauge. I should have checked that. I do have several more balls of this. This is Rowan Felted Tweed, and it's a pretty purple color. I am knitting these on a size 7, 4.5 millimeter. So I think that I'm going to try it on fuzz. And if it's not long enough, I'll just keep going, because I know I have enough yarn to do even more. So this is what it's looking like, and it should fit me. It looks like it's going to fit. So here, I'll show you that. And I like how the fabric is. I like the color, and I haven't been using 2 balls at a time. I haven't been staggering the balls or anything, so I think it'll be okay, because I don't see where I have put the new balls on. I'm on the 3rd, and if I'm not mistaken, I have 7 more, so I definitely will have enough. And I might do a little bit more of the sleeve, because there isn't much of a sleeve on it. So I might do 3/4 sleeves if I have enough yarn. But that is the Good Ale. And I'm really liking it. It's lots of fun, very easy, and yeah, I'm liking it a lot. The second thing I'm knitting on is I started again this Cirrus Satious by Hunter Hammerson out of the Curls book. I said that January 1st I was starting a knit along with the Curls book, if anybody wanted to join in, and I tried the yarn and it didn't work, so I waited until I got back home, because I'm also doing this as a knit along with the hand spun along with Stashless that started February 15th and goes until April 15th. So yeah, so come and join us with the knit along with hand spun. This is turning out fabulous. This is fiber that I purchased at the last sock summit. So the 2011 sock summit. Does that sound right? I think so. It wasn't 2009. I think it was the 2011 Sock Summit. And I think this is, you know, I really don't remember. I don't remember. It didn't have a tag. And I can't remember where I got it from. But this I did get from Sock Summit. It's a 2-ply. And it's thick and thin. I mean, I've got some really thin spots. And inside here's really thick spots. But I think it'll work out just fine. I have 300 yards. So it'll be a nice sized shawl. And I'm knitting this on a size 5, which is a 375 millimeter. But I am really enjoying how it's striping. And it looks so much better in this than it did in the Sock Set Rock hand spun I tried before with this pattern. So I am going to finish this pattern. Hunter Hammerson in the Domestically Violent group is doing a knit along with this book. And you can do this first pattern until March 31st. And then you can switch over. But I know she's already started the second pattern from the book, which is Ceres. So that one will be the next one that I do. I haven't picked that out yet, but I think I'm going to do most of these in hand spun, I think. Except for this one, I'm going to, I've got a really pretty blue that I think I'll do with that one. But, anyway, this is what's living in my bird leg bags bag. Doctor Who. So please come and join the hand spun along. I don't have a price picked out yet, but I'm thinking that I do have a lot of fiber. So I might pull a skein or a bump of fiber from my stash, and that will be the prize for the hand spun along with Stashless podcast. Okay. And I'm still working on the Voyager hat. Didn't touch it at all this last week. So almost to the decreases. I think I have like 2 or 3 more inches to do, and then I'll be on the decreases. Yay! So that is all that's on the needles. Off the needles. I did talk about this 2 weeks ago in episode 54, but I thought I would show you. This is the Wild Ride out of the Sock Set Rock Sheep to Shoe kit in the Bejeweled colorway. It turned out beautiful. I am so glad that I didn't force this yarn to be the other patterns. I love how it's striped on the bottom. I mean, it's just beautiful how it's striped. And the netting is so pretty, but it's kind of difficult to wear. I'm not sure how I'm going to wear it yet, because when I try, it doesn't help that it's hard to do this when you're kind of watching yourself. But you can wear it like that. It's pretty. And then I was thinking, when it's cold, it might be okay to throw it on the head and then throw it over the shoulders like so. So I don't think that looks too bad either. But I think it turned out fabulous. I'm really, really happy with it. And it was a lot of fun. The knit was great because you did the bottom first, then you picked up, I think you picked up, I can't remember, but then you did the netting, and I think it just was a gorgeous pattern. I would highly recommend it. It's the Wild Ride. Let me pull this up over here and I can tell you who made it. Da-da-da-da-dum. Okay, Wild Ride. Yeah. The Wild Ride is by Lila Agnew, A-G-N-E-W. I knit this on a size 7, which is the 4.5 millimeter. And this is all I had left of that 500 yard skein. So I have definitely enough to do something with. So I really like how that turned out. And that's my only finished object so far. So let's move on to purchases. Most of these purchases were done before I left, and they just took a while to come in. So the first one I will show you is I purchased 8 ounces from Diabolical. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is blood orange. It's 100% mixed BFL. But it is just beautiful. I love it. I love the dark color of the mixed BFL. I think it's so beautiful. And she buys to order, so it takes a little bit to get her stuff. But I mean, look at that! Just those pops of color are so beautiful, and it's so soft. It smells really good. I don't know what she does on there, but ooh, it smells so good. So I cannot wait to do these two. It's going to be so much fun. And here is her card. Diabolical. So I have 8 ounces of blood orange. And then I was surprised to see January's classic from Into the World. I must have had one extra month to go before. So this one is Polworth Tessa Silk. So it's 60/40 in the Moriarty colorway. Look at that. So pretty. It's just, oh, it feels so good. Open it up a little bit more. Just beautiful blues and greens and purple and a brown. It's just fabulous. So this should be the last. This one should be the last one that I get from Into the World, because I have a lot up there to spend yet. Okay, and so those purchases are, oh, this is a spinning related one too. I went and got some anchor bobbins. Oops. Anchor Works bobbins. And I went ahead and picked up 2. I picked up, and this is for the Hanson. So there's this one. So here's the shaft. And they come in these cute little bags. And they just pop on. And another pop on. And there's a pop, they pop on and twist. Okay. Okay, so here's the teal. And then I had to be different. You know, I couldn't get 2 teal ones. It's boring. I'd love to get one of every color. And I can eventually see doing that because I'm crazy that way. Okay. And then I got an orange. And I like that I got 2 different spokes too. I think that's really cool. So these are both from Anchor Works. Yeah, I'll show you that. So I ordered that before I left. And they came while I was gone. I had my son here, so he was checking the mail for me, which is nice. Whew. I'll put these away later. So the things that I purchased kind of during and after I got back were Mirabilia came out with a new Christmas one, and she just was so beautiful. And I know I showed you guys a picture of it before, but here's a really good close-up. And it only uses DMC floss and then beads. So I have all the floss. I picked that up this week. Then I ordered from eBay all of the beads. Lots and lots and lots of beads. So they're going to be great. I cannot wait to do this. And I also have the fabric. I bought that from 123 Stitch. I like 123 Stitch. I buy a lot of stuff through 123 Stitch. And I have done through ABC, but I don't like ABC as much as I like 123. Okay. Ooh. Uh-oh, it fell down. And then today I went to a yarn store with my grandmother, and they had some online Super Sock. New York is the colorway, and it was on sale for $10. So I went ahead and picked this up for my husband for a pair of socks in the next week or month or two, probably the next month or two. But I really like that color. I think it's very pretty. And for $10, I thought that was a pretty good deal. So that's how I increased the stash this time. You will not be seeing stash increase like that next time. Yeah, that's a little crazy. I'm not going to do that a lot. So I broke my yarn. So it was until February, almost the end of February, before I bought my first skein of yarn of the year. So that is really good. And I did wait until the 1st of February on the cross stitch. So that is really good. So I'm happy about that. And that's all I'm going to purchase. I'm not going to purchase any more yarn or cross stitch because I don't need it. So that's done with the purchases. I did do some spinning when I got back. Let me grab it here. I am mostly now spinning with the Hanson. I don't spin a lot on my Joy, so you won't see that one for quite a while. But I got the red finished and I started the orange. So we're almost back to the color repeat again. Because I think after the orange, there's like a yellow, and then the color repeat starts. So I'm very, very happy with that. And I spun for maybe an hour this week. So I need to get back into spinning more since, like I said, I have so much fiber stash and yarn stash. I need to start really working through those. Yeah, I have lots. I have lots and lots. But I'm trying to... I have an errata for the caribou, because I guess they have migrated by Fairbanks. I don't ever remember seeing it. I guess they have, and it was pointed out to me by my best friend. She lives here, and she said, no, that's not right. So I said, okay, I was incorrect. So they have come through Fairbanks before, and I just didn't know that. And I was going to pull it up and get it together, but the thing I was using was dead. I'm using my old iPhone. My old iPhone, since I tried it on the Kindle and the Kindle wouldn't pull it up for some reason. So let me see if I can find it really quickly. If not, I will figure out something. Okay. Waiting for the search to open up. Search. Caribou in Fairbanks. So let's see what we find. So I hope you guys have had a great... Okay, so it says here, the 40-mile caribou hunt to close early. The winter caribou hunters on the Steese Highway will have a short season this year. The 40-mile caribou season that opens Monday morning on the Steese Highway will close Tuesday night for areas immediately accessible for the Steese Highway. So I guess that's... Steese Highway runs by Fairbanks, so that must be why. So, there you go. It came through. And that was 3 months ago. So, I was incorrect, and I apologize. I didn't know. I guess those things do happen, but I don't ever remember seeing them. I've never, like I said, I've never seen a caribou, except for, you know, in a zoo. So, we will go to the next. We will get to the next one. Next question. I'm sorry, guys. I should have had this all ready to go, but I didn't. Oh, I do want to say there's 201 subscribers to YouTube. Thank you so much. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new, thanks for coming in and checking me out. I'm usually not this flabbergastable, or not flabbergasted, but I'm usually not this crazy. I'm usually pretty quick and to the point, and this one is taking me longer, and I'm sorry about that. So, the next question comes from Blue Yarn Always, and she says, what is the main manufacturing out of Alaska? And also, second question is, how hot is your summers? Thanks, Sheila. Well, Sheila, Alaska produces fish, oil, timber, coal, travel or tourism. Yeah. I think the main industries, though, is fishing and oil. I believe that those are the two main. We do, like I said, have the tourism industry. It just right over my head. But, yeah. We are known mostly for oil and fisheries. And we also have a gold mine, a couple of them. So mining is another with the coal. Coal we send to Korea, I believe. And a lot of our oil, I don't think we keep a lot of our oil, but I'm not sure about that either. And I don't want to say things out of turn that I don't know. But those are our main industries. We do have several military bases. And yeah, I hope that answered that question. And summers depend. 2 years ago, it was 90 degrees for a couple of weeks with no fans. It was very, very, very hot. It can be from 80s to 50s. It all depends on what Mother Nature throws at us. Our rainy season starts about August, and then it goes into September. It comes back and we're warm again, like in the 50s and 60s. And then in October, the snow starts. So our winter is usually the end of September till March. There's usually still snow on the ground in March and a little bit into April. So our spring starts in April. May and June and July are warmer. It just all depends, like I said, what Mother Nature throws at us. Some summers we can't open our windows because the fires are so bad that the smoke comes in and it's really, you smell smoke. We haven't had a smoky season in a couple of years. Knock on wood. But, yeah. That's, hopefully, Sheila, that answered your question. And if you have any other questions, please, please ask. And I will be happy to look them up. Whether they're questions about Alaska, questions about me, questions about anything. I will do my best to figure them out for you. Okay. And I think as I'm looking around here, that is all I have for you this week. I hope you all have a great week, and I hope to see you next week. And whatever you craft, I hope you craft it to your heart's content. Bye, guys.